Hey, this Eric team. Sorry.
You have to have the hat.
Hey, this team Interstellar with Eric. I got.
Hello everybody, this is Eric with Team Interstellar. Today I'm here with President Pat, who went undefeated at locals today. So show us what you got.
All right, for locals today, I played the best trap deck in the universe, Altergeist. Let's dive in. So I'll start off with the Altergeist monsters, do the traps. We'll move through the hand traps, the non-engine, and then we'll move on to the extra and side decks. So first, we played one Altergeist Pukri. This card is very important to the combo because this is a card that allows you to do what Microcoder does in a lot of Cypress decks. And it adds itself back from graveyard to hand once per turn. It's also a 1-for-1 target. It's pretty solid. Played one Conquery. Conquery is the attack negate while you have an Altergeist card up on the field, and then whenever it's special summoned, you can negate one card on the field for as long as it stays on the field, and it's got a big booty. I played two Altergeist Malwisp. Me and my friend Leon were going back and forth on this about playing 1 or 0 or 2. I found that in testing 2 was the best because a lot of times during grind state, this card helps you get over the hump and get to the point where you're back in control of the game. When you add it to your hand without drawing it, you special it, and then when it's specialed, it allows you to special summon another Altergeist from graveyard. 2 Silk. I saw a lot of people cutting this down to 1. This is the compulsory evacuation device for the deck. It also allows you to add an Altergeist trap card from your graveyard back to your hand when it goes to graveyard, which is pretty big. Played 3 of the Altergeist Meluseek. This is the one that has 500 attack, and when it attacks directly, it can send one card that your opponent controls to the graveyard. It does target, but the more important part is it allows you to search any Altergeist monster when it gets sent to graveyard. So a lot of times what I was doing with this is linking it away for Link Rebo. Effect would add a Malwisp to hand. Malice would special summon, special this out, and then I would have a Herald of the Arclight on the field to be able to deal with any kind of decks that revolve around going to graveyard and that from the hand or graveyard. Then the main deck MVP of the deck, Altergeist Multi-Faker. Thank God this card came back to 3 because it never did anything wrong. But I will say that I was playing the deck better when I was at 1. So this card is the engine in the deck. It allows you to special summon it from hand whenever you activate a trap card on resolution. And then it automatically special summons one from deck. A lot of times I usually will go to Silk because I get the bounce off of him. Or if I know my opponent's going to run my fade through my board, special out the Meluseek so I can get a search off of it and go into Malwisp so that I can continue to play. The only downside being that you're locked into Altergeist monsters when this special summons for the entire turn. That's not just for the rest of the turn, it's for the entire turn. So a lot of times having to think about your resource management gets you there with this card, but you have to be very careful. And the last Altergeist monster I played were 3 Marionetter. Marionetter allows you to set any Altergeist trap. It gets off the Haunted Rock combo that I main deck. It also allows me to set the Protocol. And then its other effect is that it allows you to send one Altergeist card that you control the graveyard and special summon one monster from your graveyard that's an Altergeist monster. So there's combos that you can do there with it as well. For the trap cards of the Altergeist, I played 1 Haunted Rock. This card is set off of the Marionetter, and then what it allows you to do, it allows you to activate it if it's set off an Altergeist card like Marionetter by pitching an Altergeist monster, and then Marionetter is able to target this, send it to graveyard, and swap it out with an Altergeist monster so that you can start making your plays live. I also played 1 Manifestation. This is the Call of the Haunted for the deck. This allows you to special summon any Altergeist monster graveyard by targeting it for cost. It also can banish itself from graveyard to add a Altergeist trap in your graveyard to your hand. So a very versatile card. A lot of times with Silk, you can kind of loop this with Silk. If he goes to graveyard, this follows. Silk effect and grave, add this back to hand, so you can just kind of keep playing him. My favorite Altergeist trap, 2 Protocol. This card is insane. It basically allows you to get off any of your plays, and a lot of people don't like to read this card, so it's really strong in that sense. So basically what it does is it also allows you to send an Altergeist monster when your opponent activates a card effect, a monster effect anywhere. It doesn't have to just be on field. So like Nibiru, Ash, anything like that, you can send an Altergeist monster to negate and destroy the card. And then last but not least, the card that wants to be an Altergeist card but cannot be because then the deck would be broken, spoofing. This allows you to get a lot of your cool plays off. So this, for cost, shuffles back one Altergeist card, which can be a downside because if they ash it or if they cosmic it or MST or anything like that, you basically don't get the card. You just shuffle a card back. But this plus this allows you to block up to 4 attacks if you have 4 of them out, or however many of them you have out, since they're all soft once per turn. And you can shuffle back and have the same card, so you can block multiple attacks with this. And then it also is a huge play and contributor with Malwisp, because a lot of times what I was doing was I was special summoning back my Malwisp, spoofing it away, adding it back, Malwisp specials from hand, special one from the graveyard. Now for the hand traps, we played 9 hand traps. We played 3 Ash Blossom because we respect Branded and all of their little friends. We played 3 Droll and Lockbird because every deck is adding a million cards nowadays. And then we played the best hand trap in Altergeist, which a lot of people are unaware of, is Impermanence. And the reason why it's so good is because there is no better feeling in life while wearing clothing than infinite impermanencing somebody's monster on their turn, on your turn 0, and then on resolution special summoning Multi-Faker to set up the bounce off of it with Silk on turn 0. Now for the non-engine cards, we played 1 for 1. 1 for 1 allows you to play through Droll. It lets you special summon a couple different of the Altergeist monsters. The Meluseek, which is the Searcher, and the Destroyer, or the a lot of times I will go for the Pukri because it adds back from graveyard to hand to allow me to link summon up. 3 Pot of Prosperity. Our extract matters, but it doesn't matter that much. And a lot of times you want to search for that Malwisp play so that you're able to get it off, because this adds, it doesn't draw it, which is really key. This deck struggles for going second, so other than imperming somebody for other life savings, evenly matched feels real good too, because again, you're able to go the Faker line off of the resolution of it, so you take away all their advantage and their cards, and then you build up your board, which is pretty awesome. And then the MVP of the deck today, as far as trap cards go, was 3 Daruma Cannon. I saw somebody playing this at a regional that they played out over the last weekend or the weekend before last, and the guy got 6 with Altergeist, and this card is absolutely cracked. I think it's proper. Nobody respects this card. You book a moon all their stuff, so none of their effects get to go off. Another card that gets rid of towers and things like that, and then on resolution you're able to go Multi-Faker to go full combo.
Awesome, man. How many cards in the main?
41 cards in the main deck. Now for the extra deck. We played 1 Herald of the Arclight, like I spoke on earlier. Omni Negate, everyone knows what that does. 1 Link Rebo, stops people from attacking you in the face. Also can tag itself out from graveyard, which a lot of people don't remember. So if you're ever in a pinch and you get 300 damage in, you can. Just now on the same turn that you Multi-Faker. I played an Owl Mirage and a Sunlight Wolf. This play never came up. I wanted to get into it because Hexy's a fire. So these two, in essence, could get there, but it never came up to add cards back from graveyard to hand. But I really wanted to try it. And then for the other Link ones, we played Anima because nobody respects zones anymore, because Mech Knights have been gone too long. And 1 Artemis because she's kind of cute, I guess. And then we played for the Altergeist Link monsters 3 Hexia. This is the best extra Altergeist monster in my opinion. This card allows you to negate a spell or trap card by tributing Altergeist monster that it points to. It also gains attack equal to the Altergeist monster that it points to. And then once it goes to graveyard, I can add any Altergeist card from the deck to the hand, including the traps or any of the monsters, which is really strong. Also not once per turn. So if you're able to get a Malwisp trigger, special summon the arrow, you can negate up to 2 spells or traps off of it in 1 turn. Sometimes more. We played 2 Prime Banshee. Normally I'd only play this card at 1. But it's at 2 because of Kashtira. This card lets you tribute summon, tribute a Altergeist monster that it points to, and a special one from deck. A lot of times you're going to either special summon the Malwisp to get an extra body off of for your combo, or you're going to special summon into the Multi-Faker to special from deck again. So, and then we only played 1 Memory Gant. This is the OTK line that comes up a lot, and a lot of people don't respect it because they think Altergeist is just a grindy, trap deck. So if these guys point to each other and you don't have any monsters, you may as well just scoop up and start your card, because that game's over, bud. So what happens is this guy gains attack equal to this card's attack. So basically he goes to 4,300. He gets a swing on resolution. Memory Gains effect tributes this. He becomes 7,100. So if you don't have a monster, you're taking 11k to the face, and that usually doesn't feel too great. And then I played 3 of the new guy. He's really good. He's kind of like his art's design is like kind of like access code, but he's nowhere near as cool. But I really do enjoy him. He allows you to set a trap card, Altergeist trap from deck whenever you summon him. And then his other ability is really neat. It's kind of like a snatch deal where you can send a card that you control to take control of one effect monster your opponent controls, and it becomes an Altergeist monster. So you're able to use it for like the protocol to negate things. You can bounce it off of the Silquidus to be able to bounce something they control. So this card can swing things in your favor pretty quickly. Now for my side deck, played 3 what does this card do, which is what I say to people when I put on top of their really cool cards. This card was great. I was able to out a couple of towers with it. Something else to keep in mind when you summon this is that you can't activate Faker in the same turn because you're technically special summoning off of this. 1 Harpies came up. Back row sucks other than mine. I'd like to keep mine. And then 2 Lightning Storm, back row and front row. Then we played 3 Metaverse. This card came up big today. I was playing against Will and he had a lot of spells in hand. I'm just kidding. But it was to get the Secret Village. Basically, the thought process is if I'm playing against a Pearly deck or anything like that, I want to hard open this because if I activate this, they don't even get a chance to activate their spell cards. Because a lot of times I was trying out Magic Deflector and things like that, but they're still able to activate their cards and then be able to use the Pearly effect to attach them. So this is just way better because it just locks them out of the game. And that too with Runic, same thing. Kind of just puts their deck on hold. And then if they try to get to a Nightmare Phoenix or something like that, I have a ton of other cards that I have left to deal with it because the hope is that I either open one of this or one of this or two, one of this. And even if I open like 2 of this and 1 of this, I just make sure that I prioritize this to make sure that they have to chain all their cards to it. And then the last card, D-Bear, I activated this card once today and it was very lackluster. I ended up losing the game, but nonetheless, it's a great card. And you can activate Multi-Faker off of it, so you had to play it.
Absolutely. Any shout outs?
Yeah, dude, shout out to Will. He's right here. Show Will. Show him the camera. Yeah, there he is. Second place, but he's good though. He's really good. Shout out to my team, Team Interstellar. Make sure you follow us. Subscribe to the YouTube, Facebook. We got a website where we're selling gear now and merch, so hit that up. Shout out to Eric for always recording all these videos, and shout out to Johnson because he's wearing a really nice red shirt right now.
Absolutely. Awesome. This has been Eric with Team Interstellar, signing out.